Hi guys, I'm Father Birch. Some of you know me from last year. For some of you, this is the very first time you've seen me. And I wish we didn't have to do it this way by video. I wish we could come up and you could visit me here upstairs and we could do all the things that we usually do. But as you all know, this year's a little different, so I'm coming to you in a little bit different way. One of the things that I usually do with you guys is show you the church and lead chapel there in the church. Upstairs, the church in St. John's is a beautiful, beautiful place. Would you like to go see it? All right, well, let's go on in and have a look. Come with me. Let's go into the church. There's a cross and a Bible. There are all sorts of bright stained glass windows with pictures from Jesus' life and pictures of different saints. Jesus teaching and Jesus as a baby and Jesus healing people and teaching angels. Wow, and there's the front. There's lots to see, isn't there? It's a bright and wonderful place. Let's turn on the lights so we can see better. I left them off so that you can see the windows. There's Jesus with children. And there's the baby Jesus with the 3 wise men. And there's Jesus healing people. Oop, and here are the doors out. And here are my light switches. Let's see if we can see better now. Oh, look at that. It's all bright. But we can still see the windows. There's Jesus after he came back from the dead. And there's Jesus with children again. And there's Jesus teaching some people. And there's the front of the church. Now, when we come here for chapel service, you guys will sit right here in these pews. And I'll stand here and lead the service. Now, we usually start the chapel service with a song. And I'm not a very good singer, but if you guys sing too, maybe we'll sound better. Think you can sing with me? All right. So I'll bet that some of you already know this song because we sang it last year or you've sung it in class or in church. But for those of you who don't know it, let's learn the words first. They're very simple and very easy. We say the same words over and over. And those words are, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Can you say that with me? This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. That's not so hard. Now the tune goes kind of like this. Remember, I'm not a very good singer, so I'll do the best I can. And when you guys sing along, it will sound a lot better. Here goes. You ready? This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Okay, does that sound all right? You think you can sing that with me? I hope you can sing that with me, because if I have to sing it alone, we'll all have to listen to me again. But if we sing it together, it'll sound great. So sing along with me. Ready? Here we go. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. See, I told you it would be better when all of us sing. Thank you so much. We'll be singing that again and again, and I hope that you'll enjoy it, and I hope someday soon you'll get to come upstairs and sing it here with me. Now, we're going to do part of the other things that I do with you, and that's godly play, stories. Are you ready to go to the godly playroom and see what's there? All right, let's head out. Okay, this is the godly playroom. Here in the front, we have the Holy Family. We have the Good Shepherd, and we have all sorts of things all along all the shelves. All of these things are stories. There are stories in gold boxes. There are stories with pictures and scrolls and red boxes and boats and buildings and people and rocks and all sorts of interesting things. We won't get to hear all of them, but we'll get to hear a lot as the weeks go by. There are posters here on the wall. And there's this. This looks like a clock, but it's actually a calendar with an arrow that points to what day it is. In the church, we tell time with color. So there are white days like Christmas, and there are green days, which are most days, and then there are purple days, which are days for getting ready, and white days again for Easter, and a red day for Pentecost, and more green days just for living and growing. Now, I told you that in the Godly Playroom, we have stories. Are you ready to hear a story? Today we're going to hear this story, the story of the Holy Family. So what I'd like for you all to do is make sure you're sitting comfortably. Look, there's even a rope to show you where to sit. What I'd like for you to do is make sure you're sitting comfortably, and I'll sit down too, and we'll hear the story. Today we're going to hear the story of the Holy Family. This is the Christ child. Look, his arms are wide open to give you a hug. This is the mother, Mary. And this is the father, Joseph. This is the donkey that Mary rode all the long, long way from her home in Nazareth all the way to Bethlehem. She went there with Joseph to be counted, and she rode on the donkey because she was going to have a baby. And it's so hard to walk a long way when you're going to have a baby. But sometimes she walked, because it's hard to ride a donkey when you're going to have a baby. This is the shepherd who saw the bright lights in the sky and the angels and was so scared, and I would have been scared too. He was scared until he heard what the angels were singing. Glory to God in the highest, peace and goodwill to everyone. Run and run and run, the angels said, run to Bethlehem and see the child who will change the world. And that's what the shepherds did. We have one shepherd to help us remember, but there were lots more. And these are the sheep who followed. There were many more sheep, but we have two to help us remember. This is the cow who was so surprised that morning to find a baby in his food box. And these are the wise men, the Magi. They knew a lot about a lot of different things. They knew so much that people thought that they were magic. We get our word magic from their name, Magi. They knew a lot about a lot of things, but they knew especially a lot about the stars. They had charts that showed all of them except for that one, that wild star that was moving. Where was it going? It wasn't on any of their charts. They were curious and they followed it all the way from their home to where the Christ child lay. And they brought him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. This baby grew up to be a man. And when he was a man, he did some amazing things and said some wonderful things. And when he was grown up, he died on the cross. And that was so sad. But it was happy too, in an Easter kind of way, because after he died, God brought him back to life. And now he's not just there in that manger long ago and far away. Now he's every place and he's in every time. And look, his arms are still wide open to give us hugs. This is the Holy Family. I wonder what your favorite part of this Holy Family is. I wonder what the most important part of this family is. I wonder if there's part of this family that we can leave out and still have a whole story. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy your work through the rest of the day. Remember that your family is holy too. Well, it's been great to meet you all. I'm glad I finally got to see you, sort of. It was fun to show you the church, and it was fun to teach you a song and show you a little bit of what chapel service is like. And it was fun to bring you into the Godly Playroom and show you all the story sets and tell you a story that maybe we'll hear again, but we'll hear lots of others too. I'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Goodbye.